Have you ever wanted to visit a city that was founded by Vikings? The city that became the first English resort? Yes, you have such an opportunity. Hello friends, today we'll visit Scarborough. It's a town in North Yorkshire on the shores of the North Sea, the United Kingdom, and today we're taking a look at Scarborough College. If you don't know what Scarborough is, be sure to watch this episode. We'll get ourselves acquainted with both the city and the Scarborough College. Right off the bat, what I love about England is that a lot of cities, when you come to the town, you have maps and you can see where everything is. I just got out of the train station. There's a station, such a nice small train station. There is a map and you can see that there is a promenade, a beach, a castle, and a lot of other things that we'll explore further. Scarborough is a resort town on the North Sea of the UK. It takes just a few hours to get here from Manchester and less than an hour from Leeds. The city was founded in the 10th century by Viking Thorgils Skarti on the site of a watchtower of the Romans. The city's name is Scandinavian in origin and literally means Fortress of Skarti. In the 12th century, Norman feudal lords built here a castle, and later English aristocrat Piers Gaveston, a childhood friend of King Edward II, became one of its owners. The heyday of Scarborough as a resort town was in the 18th century, when a railroad line was laid to it in 1845. Today, Scarborough is called the English Riviera, and its guests can enjoy not only the beach and historical sites, but also other activities typical for resort towns. One option is to take a ride on the North Bay Railway, a miniature railroad. It's a little less than a half-mile long, but it gives you a chance to admire its picturesque surroundings. There are plenty of cafes, bars, and restaurants, and like any other resort, Scarborough is rich in fish restaurants. The location of Scarborough is fascinating too. If you look at it from above, it's kind of a spit, and it has two shores, north one and south one. As the locals say, the north one is more for locals and the south one is more for tourists. On the north shore you can see surfers. They're surfing there right now. Let's go back to the castle again. It's one of the most famous landmarks of the city. It was built around 1130 by William le Gras. The castle was repeatedly mentioned in the Viking sagas. It is mostly ruins now, but their look is also impressive if you look at them up close. I guess visitors will also find it curious that not far from Scarborough there is a fishing village called Robin Hood's Bay. The name comes from a story that tells of Robin Hood's encounter with pirates from France. They came to rob fishing boats, and Robin Hood not only dealt with them, but also returned the stolen loot to the villagers. And there is another Robin Hood-related place in England, Sherwood Forest. It is a park area near the village of Edmonstowe in Nottinghamshire. I went out to the promenade. There is a lot of people with the kids. It's windy though, and I was told that out there there is a fun fair or something like that, all sorts of carousels, swings, people having fun, and a lot of kids hanging out. The funny thing is that there is such a smell of caramel everywhere when you walk into the bakery, and the smell of the bakery. So this is the cafe where I just got my coffee and cake. This one. This is the castle that is 1,000 years old where we've been in. This is the hotel that was built during Queen Victoria's time. And this is an absolutely gorgeous view. In this resort town of Scarborough with beaches and the sea and Viking castle and delicious food, the Scarborough College is located, a boarding school that accepts students from 11 to 18 years old. The college was founded in 1898 and opened 3 years later. Today, Scarborough is a prestigious private boarding school that has been offering its programs for children and teenagers for over 120 years. Graduates of this school are welcomed all over the world. Thus, for example, they were enrolled in the University of Amsterdam, Manchester, Newcastle, York, Universities of California, and many others. It prepares students in the fields of medicine, psychology, architecture, art, business, economics, and law. The college has graduates who are now studying at Oxford and the Royal Conservatory of Music in Birmingham. Right now, the school is on holidays, which is called half-term. So there is long holidays, and the half-term is an interim one, a week-long holidays during the term. It's not a quarter like in Russia because the term is a third. There are holidays every 3 months. In the middle of the 3 months, there is a half-term, a break, little one. That's why we see upside-down chairs here. This is the design and technology, and also in art room. You can pretty much do everything here. There is even this machine. It is a laser cut. This is a printer right here. They have special software on their computers for designing things. For example, there are small projects where you can make luminous lamps with plastic and they cut them out. It is a Scarborough map. There is a bunch of stuff for kids to work on designs and, I must say, then bring their designs to life. I want to show you the entrance to the real English boarding house. Look, when you go in, you have these shelves for shoes, where the kids have to leave their shoes before they go in. Then there are several floors, and so you can see who is in and who is not. Got it? We see the names of those who live in this house. Now, understandably, everyone is on holidays, and you can look at the names, and here, by the names, you can see the different nationalities: the UK, Hong Kong, Croatia, Italy, Russia, Ukraine, and so on. Nigeria, Thailand, France, India, Poland. In short, a huge number of nationalities. And here is Barbados. Look at this student house. It is a blast. I found out how much the whole thing cost. It was an old house that had been converted, which means they completely renovated it and put $5 million into it. Can you imagine? Yeah, $5 million invested to make it what it is now. And I'm told it is one of the best homes for school children in the UK. This is the kids' kitchen here. There is a piano, areas for playing, then areas for relaxing, electric fireplace, soccer, pool, and next to it are areas for watching all kind of movies, and there are areas for studying and entertaining. There is a courtyard. Look, there is a courtyard. All of this is the student house building. And this is a lounge only for girls. No boys are allowed in here. We can see it by the heart that this is the girls' room. This is a typical one-person girls' room. A table, a bed. Under the bed you can have a place to store things. A closet for things. Shelves, of course, and well, as many people like to say, the room is small. But guys, your room is just a room, but look at how many areas there are for kids to relax in. And your room is, shall we say, place to study, place to have privacy. In general, you spend most of your time outside the room. This school has an excellent reputation for relying on traditional principles of education, but it always stands for innovation. This has led to it being one of the first schools in North Yorkshire to introduce the International Baccalaureate, aka IB. The school is now the most successful IB school of the northeast of England. A total of more than 65 different sports, activities and hobby clubs are available to students throughout the year. Guys, Remke, the school representative, is demonstrating the neighborhood to me, and he took me to this cool place where students come to unwind, and you can see there is an easel and someone comes here to draw. There is a spiral staircase that leads up here, and that's the highest point, the tower by the school. You can see absolutely everything from the top. Here, for example, you can see they have a soccer field here. On this side, they have a rugby field, a golf course, and the high school golfers compete in national golf competitions. And then there are more cricket fields, an artificial golf course. Do you have tennis courts?
Yeah, we have some tennis courts over there, and we convert these to tennis for the summer.
Right.
So when we stop playing hockey, we convert them to tennis courts.
Here is an artificial soccer field, a mini soccer field, and tennis courts. All of these surround the school, and there is a sports center as well. It's amazing for a small school. 400 kids study here. The school, by the way, is 200 years old. It's not young, but it's not super old either. It has its own big name and is run exclusively by a local group of British people. Just a few. I walked along the shoreline, along the South Beach, just to see how long the beach and the shoreline are. So I ended up with 3 kilometers. I got to the trail, and signs are saying that the shoreline trail goes on for another 8 miles, and so that's about 14 kilometers or so. And I'm sure that this trail could further be continued with another one. And I just met a group of cyclists. I'm sure they were riding somewhere out there. I'd like to ride my bike here myself, because everything is in place for that. The only thing, of course, is the wind blowing along the shore. I saw children swimming, little ones, I think from 5 to 10 years old. As Remke told me, he's from Poland, by the way, a representative of the school. He said they have some events for kids twice a month. Well, of course, it is organized for the children, and also people who live here and come here participate as well. Also, boats leave from the center, taking people for a ride to show seals. Yes, they have groups of seals. I've been told that whales come by as well. I don't know what kind of whales they are, but they are somewhere nearby. There is surfing here too. I was also told that there are caves here, and they also organize trips to the caves. Well, there is a lot of nature trips for kids. All kinds of activities with water.